evening, everyone. Thank you for being here and being a part of Sam and Jessica's special day. As most of you are aware, Sam and Jessica were married in November in Yosemite, and their marriage was sealed for all time and eternity in the temple this morning. Today's ceremony is Sam and Jessica's opportunity to show their love and devotion to each other in front of all their friends and family. You are all here because you are someone special to both Sam and Jessica. So on behalf of both of them, thank you for joining us on this beautiful evening. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Dan Wilson, and I was Sam and Jessica's teacher at Placer High School. I first met Sam when he was a squirrely little freshman in my class. And I'd heard about Jessica because my daughter was in her class at Weimar Hills, and my daughter told me about this girl that had this beautiful singing voice, and it's true. It was not until my senior year, actually, it's Sam and Jessica's senior year, where they were in my senior personal finance and life skills class, where I really got to know who they were. In that class, we talked about relationships, we talked about marriage, and I knew they were a couple, and I used them as examples quite a bit in our scenarios. As a high school teacher, I see many cute relationships that I know won't have a chance to make it to graduation. But Sam and Jessica were different. You could see it in my class that their respect for each other, their love for each other, it was real. And I've been teaching for 26 years, and it was evident that they were going to get married and they were in love with each other. We are gathered here today for the purpose of uniting Samuel Lewis Jose and Jessica Courtney Bio. We who gather here today are separated by the many different experiences that we've had. Despite these differences, we gather here today because we share something in common. We share a desire to affirm and support the relationship of Sam and Jessica. Sam and Jessica, marriage is an act of will. It requires a commitment to care for another person. By caring, we show concern for the life and growth of those whom we love. Marriage requires a commitment to take responsibility for another person. By responding, we experience the needs of that person and try to help meet those needs. Marriage requires a commitment to respect another person. By respecting one another, we help each other grow and we experience our unique individuality. Marriage requires a commitment to understand another person. By understanding, we transcend our own egos and see that person in their own terms. When we use reason and humility to understand each other, we also discover ourselves. All these commitments require that we give ourselves to each other. By giving, we experience our strength, our vitality, our love for one another, and our love for the world around us. Today, guided by God's love and wisdom, we affirm and celebrate Sam and Jessica's wedding day. Now, I know you guys like to read your vows.
All right, second time. They're different, so don't worry. Jess, 6 months ago, I got to marry you. Now this morning, oh gosh, I'm going to start crying. I was sealed to you for all time and eternity. And now we stand up here. We finally get the perfect wedding we've been wanting. I know that we already said our vows to each other 6 months ago, but I wanted to remind you of a couple of things. When I first saw you when you were a freshman in high school, when we were freshmen in high school, you were the new girl. And obviously every single person in the school was talking about you because, you know, you were the cute new girl, including me. And we had English together. So after I saw you in class the first day, you were a little late, by the way. You're like 15 minutes late, but don't worry about that. Gave me a better look at you when you walked in from my seat. After I first saw you in class, it was my mission to somehow get your number or Snapchat or something. Lucky for me, you had it in your bio on Instagram. So all I needed to know was your name, and I added you pretty fast. So then I added you and said, hey, winky face, you know, obviously. What else would I say? Anyways, you had no idea who I was, but after talking for a while, you agreed to go out to lunch with me. Sorry. And the rest is history. But I just want you to remember, sorry, this is bad. I just want you to remember that you changed me and changed my life. You showed me how to be happy without getting in trouble with my friends. Where was I? You showed me how to be confident. And every day you motivate me to accomplish our goals together. I feel like we've already done so much together at 19. We bought a house and we got 2 puppies. I don't know why I start crying about the puppies. They're in the garage right now, by the way. If they can hear me, you know.
Oh, hold on, the mic.
Did I turn it off?
Yeah, bottom.
What?
Tap the bottom.
Good? All right. The dog's in the garage if you can't hear me. And we already got married twice. That's pretty crazy, right? Anyways, the truth is, this is only the beginning. And I can't wait to accomplish so much more with you by my side in the years to come. I love you so much. And the last thing I want to say is that I'm yours and you're mine. And it'll always be that way. I love you. Woo! Got through it. Your turn.
I always want him to go first because I'm like nervous, but then I can't talk. Okay. And I'm also one of those people that like can't cry talk at the same time, so bear with me. Okay. Samuel Louis Jose. Believe it or not, I love you now even more than I did 6 months ago when we first said our vows and legally tied the knot. Although I wouldn't change a single thing about the beautiful ceremony we had at Yosemite or the way that things panned out, I'm so grateful to now have this opportunity to express how much I love you in front of all of our friends and family. And I can't begin to explain how lucky I feel that I was able to finally be sealed to you for all time and eternity in God's temple this morning. You are without a doubt in my mind the love of my life. I can't even begin to imagine a life without you by my side. You're my absolute best friend. And I thank God every single day for placing such a kind, loving, and sincere man in my life. I knew he knew I needed you before I even knew. When I first met you in our freshman English class, I never pictured we'd be standing here almost 5 years later. 6 months legally married, making vows to one another. I want to promise I will always put you in our relationship with our Savior first. I vow to work through any fight or trial thrown our way. I promise to love you even when we're both old and turning not so cute. I vow to always be honest and to cherish the bond that we have. I promise to be loyal and faithful and to love you even when you're being stubborn. I promise to be there for absolutely anything you're going through and to take care of you when you're sick. Samuel, you are truly everything to me. I would be lost if I didn't have you in my life. And you make me so happy. You make me laugh every day, and I love being able to wake up to your handsome face every morning. And your smile can light up a room, and your hugs are the only thing in this world that can make me feel better. You're my everything, my person. I love you with all my heart and soul, and I can't wait to spend an eternity by your side.
Sam and Jessica, I would ask that you always treat yourself and other with respect and remind yourselves often of what brought you here today. Give the highest priority to the tenderness, gentleness, and kindness that this marriage deserves. When frustration and difficulty assail your marriage, as they do in every relationship. At one time or another, focus on what seems right between you and not only what feels wrong. And if each of you will take the responsibility for the quality of your life together, it will be marked by abundance and happiness. Sam and Jessica, would you please face each other and repeat after me? Sam, do you take Jessica for your lawfully wedded wife, to love and cherish from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and health? If so, say I do.
I do.
Jessica, do you take Sam for your lawfully wedded husband, to love and cherish from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health? If so, say I do.
I do.
Do we have the rings? Sam,
What? I heard that.
Sam, as you place the ring on Jessica's finger, please repeat after me. I give you this ring to wear as a symbol of my abiding love,
I give you this ring to wear as a symbol of my abiding love,
my eternal faith and my undying devotion.
my eternal faith and my undying devotion.
It is an outward reminder of our inner unity.
It's an outward reminder of our inner unity.
You are the love of my life, and you are my very best friend.
You are the love of my life, and you're my very best friend.
With this ring, I promise you forever.
With this ring, I promise you forever.
Jessica, as you place the ring on Sam's finger, please repeat after me. I give you this ring to wear as a symbol of my abiding love,
I give you this ring to wear as a symbol of my abiding love,
my eternal faith and my undying devotion.
my eternal faith and undying devotion.
It is an outward reminder of our inner unity.
It is an outward reminder of our inner unity.
You are the love of my life, and you are my very best friend.
You are the love of my life, and you're my very best friend.
With this ring, I promise you forever.
With this ring, I promise you forever.
Sam and Jessica, the two of you are now joined in one unbroken circle. Wherever you go, may you always return to one another in your togetherness. May you two find in each other the love for which both of you deserve. May you grow in understanding and in compassion. You have openly declared your wishes to be united in marriage, and in the presence of these witnesses, you have pledged love to each other and have confirmed the same by joining hands, exchanging rings, and declaring your vows. It is my privilege and truly my honor, it really is, to officially declare you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Sam and Jessica Jose.